Hi everyone, it's Crystal Pearl, and in today's stretch video, we are going to be stretching out the low back. So what you need for this routine is 2 tennis balls or massage balls and also a block. So let's get started. You're going to first of all come lay down onto your back, and the block is going to go right underneath your sacrum. Now there are 2 options. You can put it on the very lowest setting, or you can place it a little bit higher. With the 2 tennis balls or the massage balls, they're just gonna go to the inside, the top inside of your shoulder blades. Good, so oftentimes when the back, especially the low back, is hurting, it's a combination of, tightness through the legs and tightness through the upper back. So from here, once you've placed the props in its position, bring your arms just up and over. And take a few breaths here. Good, and allow yourself to get a little bit heavier in the block and in those tennis balls. Okay, now from here, take a nice big inhale breath, and as you exhale, begin to just swim the arms down. Good, as you inhale, bring the arms up above your head. And exhale, swim the arms down. So you should feel a really nice massage just in the upper shoulders. Good, nice big inhale, arms come up. And exhale, swim the arms down. And now from here, pressing into your heels, we're gonna remove the block and just gently, slowly begin to place your hips and your back onto the floor. From here, with those tennis balls, we're just gonna move them a little bit lower down our back, and we're just gonna massage through our rhomboids. It's kind of just a little bit lower down our back. Good. Not sure if you can quite see where they are. You can keep your knees bent, maybe your knees fall inwards, and from here, I'm just gonna allow the arms to cross over our chest like we're giving ourselves a nice big hug. And then allow the weight of your body to be nice and heavy in those tennis balls. And just notice the rhythm of your inhale and your exhale breaths. From here, on your inhale, we're gonna open the arms. And as you exhale, hug yourself again, but cross the other arm over top. Good, nice big inhale. And exhale, hug. Good, nice big inhale. And exhale, hug. Do one more inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're gonna remove those tennis balls from our back, and then we're gonna place them just in our lumbar spine. So that's kind of where the arch naturally happens. So if you were to lay down on the floor, part of your back sometimes will naturally lift up. That's where we want to place them. Good, and just allowing yourself to sink nice and low and nice and deep into those tennis balls. And just start to notice the rhythm of your breath. Now you can stay right here, so depending on how tight and how sensitive your low back is, you might want to just stay here. Or if you would like to take the stretch further, begin to draw one knee into your chest. And take a moment to notice the sensations as you pause here. And slowly let it go. Maybe draw the opposite knee in. And take a moment to notice. And slowly bring it down. Maybe switch up the knees again. Or option, if you would like to take this even further and it's okay in your back, you may want to try lifting both knees up. So this is going to be the most intense out of all of them. Good, and just breathe. And just notice where your breath flows. With every exhale breath, see if you can sink a little bit more into those tennis balls. See if you can relax a little bit more, maybe in your shoulders. Maybe in your upper back, maybe in your lower back, maybe in your glutes. Good, and slowly let it go. From here, we're going to remove the tennis balls. And then more of a gentle stretch. We're just going to draw the knees into the chest. Hug them right in, and you're just going to allow your spine to lengthen. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. You can either bring your hands to your knees and hug them in, or you can bring your knees to the outer edges of your elbows and hug them in. And what you're going to feel is a lengthening of your spine. So you're going to feel this bottom portion especially lengthen and press into the floor a little bit more. It should feel quite nice. So if anything we're doing doesn't feel good in your low back, please back off. Or try something a little bit softer. Maybe try to modify. Maybe don't pull the knees in as much. From here, slowly release through the legs. And just allow the knees to fall side to side. Just windshield wiper them left to right. Good, and from here, we're gonna come to sit upright. And all you need is a tennis ball for this one. From here, take your right ankle and just cross it up and over your left knee. We're gonna make a number 4 with our legs. Now, with your right toes, flex them back towards your shin. What this does is it keeps the ligaments through your knee aligned. And then from here, start to draw this left foot in a little. You're gonna feel a stretch just right along that right butt cheek. And then, if you would like to take this stretch even further, place that tennis ball just underneath the right glute. And we're going to pause here. So you're either pausing here with or without the tennis ball. And take a nice big inhale breath. And exhale, relax. With every exhale, see if you can let go around your glutes a little bit more. So sometimes if we have really, really tight glutes, tight hamstrings, and those muscles are pulling down, and just tightening and contracting, that could cause lower back pain as well. Now, I don't know what type of pain that you have, so I can't really tell you, but these are things that could possibly be a factor. So if you are sitting on the floor without the tennis ball and you would like to take this stretch further, option to walk that left foot in even closer. If you are on the tennis ball, you can start to roll around, and you are going to feel some spots that are going to feel like there are giant knots maybe. You might feel some spots that are really tender. And you can choose to continue to massage and roll around that spot, or you can choose to just kind of pause there. Sink into it a little bit more. And just count about 10 to 15, and then switch spots. So again, this is a really good time for you to just feel. So just close your eyes and notice the sensations, notice the feelings, and just see how you can move and how you can breathe to create more space. From here, we'll slowly release this leg. Just give it a little shake. And then from here, bending back into the knees, we'll take the left ankle up and over the right. Again, flexing those toes, option to stay right here. Or option to bring that tennis ball underneath the left glute. So also with your hands, just making sure your heart is lifted. Your hands are just there for support. Tendency is we'll round through the upper back as we just kind of hang out here, but keep your heart lifted. Staying right here or coming onto that tennis ball. And again, take breaths here to observe. Just observe the sensations through the left glute. Not overly thinking why it feels a certain way, just taking note. Again, if you'd like to take it further, option to draw the right foot in closer if you do not have the tennis ball underneath your left glute. Or you can start to roll around and just start to feel and notice. You gotta maybe just observe, how does the left side feel compared to the right? Again, no need to kind of analyze, just observe and take note. So you might notice, like myself, that the right side was a lot more sensitive. And that's really true because my right low back tends to get tighter a lot more than the left side, and I tend to have like a burning sensation in the lower right side of my back more often than the left. And I think it's because I always sit cross-legged the same way, so that could be an observation that you make as well. Or yours could be completely different. But just use the next few breaths to breathe and feel. Good. From here, slowly let it go. We're going to shake up the legs. And then from here, we're going to come just onto our hands and our knees, just to move it out a little bit in our cat and cow. So bringing the shoulders right over the wrists, knees under the hips, just tucking the toes to stretch through the arches of our feet. Take a nice big inhale, lower your belly, reach your heart through your arms, lift your chin. And as you exhale, round and curl. And inhale. And exhale. Good, just continue moving with the rhythm of your breath. Again, just being so completely present in this moment. Again, coming back to a nice neutral spine, and take a moment here just to observe. Again, now from your tabletop, we're going to grab those tennis balls again and place them just behind our thigh and our calf muscle. And I'm going to take one block here just for some support. You're going to untuck your toes, and you're just going to sit down on those tennis balls and feel the massage through the hamstring and the calf. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Good. From here, using the block as support, just lifting yourself back up and just moving the balls a little bit further down now, just to give the legs a different massage. Good. If it feels better for you to tuck your toes, try that. And again, the intention here is just to give a massage through the backs of the legs so we can release those muscles so they're not pulling on the glutes and pulling on the back. Okay, and we're going to do one more and just bring them right into the back of the knee. And just start to sit back and breathe. And from here, just releasing the tennis balls. And for our final posture, we're going to come into a nice child's pose. So to help release through our low back, in our child's pose, we're going to keep the knees and the thighs together. And what generally can happen is you just start to melt your belly over your thighs and your arms come forward. However, sometimes that's not very accessible. So another great way is to get some pillows and just place the pillows, maybe one on your lap, maybe one on the floor, maybe both of them on the floor, and maybe finding some blocks or just something that will allow your forehead to rest down. Good, and as you start to melt into your child's pose, you'll feel a lengthening through your low back. We're gonna rest here for the rest of this stretch video. With your arms, you can bring them down like so. You can bring your arms out in front of you, or you can bring your your arms behind you to stretch through your shoulders. So finding a comfortable spot that works for you. And from here, taking a nice big inhale breath. And exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, just feeling the space that you're creating with every single inhale breath. And as you exhale, feeling a sense of peace and just letting go. And just allowing yourself to melt into the space that you're creating. Good, you can stay here for as long as you'd like. I hope that you feel a little bit more stretched out and a little bit less tense in your low back.